Hey YouTubers, welcome back. And it's 345 right now. 345. The path. The path. Okay. So, this is going to be the overall energy reading for July for Earth elements. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I am going to be breaking it up into each sign. So, I'm going to be using the Romance Angel cards. I already cleared these cards, and then I'm going to go into Intuitive Cartomancy. So, you can feel free to just scroll through. This is just the way that I do it. And for my, returning people, this is the way that I do it. So this works for me. So you can just scroll through. And if I notice the timestamp, I will. And anybody that does for me, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. So let's go into it. So this is for Taurus. Taurus, overall energies for July 2017. Overall energies for July. Taurus. Overall energies for July 2017. Taurus. Overall energies. Okay, there you go. Okay, Taurus. Now let's go into Virgo. Virgo, overall energy. Where'd the sun go? I swear. Virgo. Virgo. Overall energies for July 2017. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. And Capricorn. Overall energies. Ooh, there you go. Bottom of the deck, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Again, healing family issues doesn't have to be just parents, it could just be families in general, It can be your parents, your false-based beliefs off of how relationships are, unfolding now in relation to how they used to be. And also it could just be, relationships, marriages that are separating that have children involved. And now is time to, forgive and heal from, past, these karmic relationships that are coming apart that could involve children, okay? Okay, we're going to start with Taurus first. Taurus, overall energies for July 2017. Taurus, overall energies for July 2017. I already got one out. One more time. Okay, that's for Taurus. Now let's go into Virgo and then Capricorn. Energy for July. Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, you got what, loosen a grip here? Something going on. more time. Okay, Virgo, I don't know what's going on with you, but we got some kind of story. And let's go into Capricorn. Oh. One more time. Okay, that's it. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Hearts. So this is the wish card, but this also could indicate the children that I was speaking of in regards to healing these family issues, okay? So let's go into Taurus here. Okay, so Taurus, you got release your ex. It's time for you to clear your energies. You got let go of control issues. Allow this to unfold naturally. You need to remain optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And you also receive trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, so the overall energies here is we have healing family issues, okay? There's a need for safety and love here. It is safe for you to love. There's a need for forgiving and learning from the past. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. There's a need for playfulness to be returned here. And in order to do that, you need to extend your lighthearted energies because there is a sense of deception here. Okay, somebody is wearing a false mask, but I'm also picking up that there is some deception going on here, Taurus, in relation to what I am picking up here through this spread. Now, the one thing here is that the reconciliation card is in the upside down position. The thing is here is that there's some sort of deception going on that's holding someone back, Taurus, from reconciling, and it's causing this sense of unrequited love, which we understand is lack of love of self. But there is a new love, and I'm picking up that this is in relation to an ex of yours, and you are doing something, Taurus. You're doing something deceptive in order to hold this person back from reconciling with the person that they have met, and this person is the romance of a lifetime. And your lesson here is that you need to understand that you do deserve love, that you are lovable, and you need to love yourself first. Okay, like we don't have coincidences here. So there is somebody, Taurus, that you're dealing with, okay? And you are doing something in order to hold this person back from moving forward, okay? And this could be an ex partner, marriage, it doesn't matter, but this is somebody you could have children with, okay? Yes, because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Hearts. This is the wish card. I know you cannot see that. This is a wish card, but this is also a card indicating children, and this is indicating a developing love affair. Okay, Taurus, so there could be somebody that you're dealing with that has children with you, but they have a developing relationship, okay? And there is lack of communication, but this is also indicating you have jealousy and possessiveness around this. And this person is working towards a new beginning and a new phase of life and ascending this developing relationship to a higher level of commitment. And their efforts are going to be rewarded. But the thing is here is that there's some sort of deception here that's going on. there are third-party interferences in this situation, and it shows here that this person could have cut you out of their life, and you are causing deceptive actions towards this person in holding back a reconciliation that your ex wants to have with the person that they have met, okay? Because you received release your ex and let go of the control issues, so you're controlling Taurus, an ex, from reconciling from who it is that they, you know, had this developing relationship with, because this shows that they are verbally communicating with this person in order to lay foundations. This is also a travel card, but you are doing some sort of deceptive act here because this person cut you out of their life, indicating that, you know, this could be a divorce, or this could be just a, you know, a karmic relationship that you had children with that ended, and you are now using deceptive acts in order to hold this person back from developing this relationship, with this person. Okay, so Taurus, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is involved here, okay? But what it's showing me is that you're directly involved with a Gemini, okay? And there has been time and energy in evaluation before taking actions towards this person, and you're losing your level of optimism in regards to a feminine energy. And it's showing here there's a need for the truth to be brought. It also indicates that the divine is involved in this unfolding, okay? So what it's showing here is that this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius could be directly involved with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this Gemini is going to have victory over others' wishes and desires, blocking the start of a romance of a soul. Because what it's showing here is that there's evaluation before taking action here. And Taurus, if there's something showing here that you are causing a blockage between this air and water element, because there is going to be an action and change in social standing between this air element and water element. But you are using a fire sign in order to block the progression, because the lack of progression in the serious setback here is due to something involving a fire sign. But this person, picking up heavily that Taurus is dealing with an air element, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? And it's almost as if you have been conjuring things like ways in order to make them feel fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation in regards to you, Taurus. And what it's showing here is that you're doing this deceptively, and you are blocking progression in a divinely coordinated relationship between an air element and a water element, and you could be using a third party, and you could be using a fire sign, because it shows a lack of progression and a serious setback from a choice that needs to be made And this is definitely something that has been manipulated in order to fence this person in. And you could be using a child, and the child could have water in their chart or be a water element. But it's definitely blocking a relationship between the air element and the water element from coming together, and you could be specifically dealing with a Gemini. Because there's some deception going on. There's some truth here Taurus, that you're being deceptive about in order to block the progression of this Gemini or air element specifically. And you could be using a fire sign in order to cause this lack of progression. Or Taurus, you could have fire in your chart. But the mutual feelings between this air element and water element is something that has been divinely coordinated. And there is going to be action and change in the social standing between these two, because they are going to be able to separate themselves from this fire element if you are using a fire element in order to block a reconciliation between a air and water element. Because what it's showing here is there is going to be victory because there are mutual feelings. And others' wishes and desires are exactly what is blocking this, causing a separation between an air and a water element. And it's being done in order to make the person feel that they are fenced in, that they can't move forward with the relationship that the divine has coordinated. And it's showing here that there's a lack of progression and a serious setback at this time. But what is coming in the forefront is there is going to be action and change in the social standing in the relationship between, it's definitely air and water. Because this is indicating that air and water had a start of a romance of the soul, but there's a lack of progression in the social standing of this relationship, and it's due to the fact that there has been something, Taurus, you're using a child and or a family member in relation to your ex, because you received release your ex. It's time to clear your energies, and you're trying to control this relationship. And what it's showing here is that this is indicating to stay optimistic about your love life and trust and have faith. But what I'm picking up here intuitively is that you need to clear your energies because you're trying to control someone, but they're remaining optimistic and having trust and faith. Because what it's showing me here in the unfolding of this and how it even began is that you have been using some sort of manipulation in order to control your ex's love life. And this is malicious. This is. The way that it is showing me here is that you are using someone in order to block these two from coming together. But the feelings between them are mutual, and the only reason they're separated and there's this lack of progression is due to the fact that you have been using either Taurus emotional manipulation or you have been using third parties in order to manipulate, and now you're causing them to feel a sense of being fenced in. But this is something, this relationship is divinely coordinated. And if you are doing this to a Gemini specifically, okay, or an air element, because I'm picking up that you're doing it with air, but you're using emotional or mental manipulation, Taurus, in order to block the progression of your ex that you need to clear your energies from, because you're trying to control their life from behind the scenes here. You're trying to cause a lack of level of optimism within this person and their life moving forward. You're blocking it from moving forward, and you're using some sort of mental manipulation. You're using a child. You're using something in order to manipulate this person's life, okay? That's what it's showing me here. And this is affecting intimacy with this person. It's almost as if, Taurus, you don't want anybody else to have your ex. So you are using malicious intent, and you're using mind. You're basically, and excuse my French, trying to mind fuck this person. You are. It's clear as day here. But you need to understand, Taurus, that your bitterness towards this person And the way that you're trying to manipulate this relationship from coming together by use of third parties and or, like I said, you're using mind manipulation, this air element is going to be victorious over this because there is going to be action and change taken in the social standing of the relationship between air and water. And if you are using a fire sign and or you have fire in your chart, Taurus, and you caused a separation and a serious setback in this person's life in order to move forward, they are going to have victory over all of it. And if you're using a child in order to block a developing relationship because you're jealous and possessive over this person, and this person is moving towards a new phase of life, and you're trying to block them from this new phase of life, understand that their efforts are going to be rewarded because this was something that was divinely coordinated. And you're being deceptive and using third parties in order to interfere in this because this person cut you out of their life and hurt your feelings. But they are going to be moving to a new home, laying foundations for future success, and they are going to be verbally communicating with this person that they're moving towards that you're blocking. Yeah, absolutely, 150%. So, like, my suggestion here, Taurus, is I would let go of the control and knock it off because what you're projecting, and by not clearing your own energies and blaming this person for your hurt feelings and trying to control their life, what is going to happen is you're going to be met with a deep karmic lesson by manipulation, if that's what you're doing. Because, I mean, all day, it's showing that you're trying to block your ex from moving forward by using a child, and that's, I mean, the overall energies is healing family issues. So you're using a child and or you're just using mental manipulation. You're trying to mind, like I said, mind fuck this person in order to make them feel trapped. But this was a relationship that's coming together between the two that has been divinely coordinated. And even though there may be a setback right now, there's going to be action and change in the social standing. Yep. Okay, let's go into Virgo. Virgo, July 2017. Okie doke. All over the floor. I told you guys, if you can hear me yapping, we don't have coincidences here, and what is laying on the floor is the scattered energy card, and everything flew on not everything, 3 cards flew on the floor, and the one laying upright is the scattered energy card, okay? So your scattered energies, you're flinging the cards on the floor. Why are we doing this? Oh, because there's lack of communication in order to resolve problems. But it's showing here that there is a need for financial independence. Okay. Virgo, you could be dealing with an air element. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could be dealing with another earth element. There's a need for, yep, we got fire now. There's definitely, yeah, there's definitely a divorce going on here with Virgo, okay? You got let your friends help you, ask for support, ask and accept support from others. You received, you need to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. There's a need for you to express your love, and this is a past life karmic relationship and or marriage that's ending, and there are children involved. Okay, again, I told you there's healing family issues here. What you must understand is that you need to understand the safety and loving yourself first, okay? And you need to forgive and learn from the past. You need to, bring playfulness back by extending your lighthearted energies because there is some sort of deception going on. You want to reconcile with this person, but there's lack of love of self in between the two of you that's keeping this together. There is definitely a new love that has entered on the path here, and this person believes that this is their true love. And what you need to understand is that you deserve love and to love yourself first. Okay? So, what it's showing me here is that there is a past life karmic relationship and or marriage here that is coming apart. And that is what is causing all these scattered energies. Okay? Now, what I'm picking up here is that if you are dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay, this could be your energies. But what I'm picking up here is that there's definitely legal documents pertaining to the home. There's lots of documents here. There's leases. There's rented properties. There's children involved and or a child involved. There's a need for financial independence, but we also have what could be considered here as a judge making a ruling decision pertaining to divorce papers, and there's definitely a written report and finances, and there's a child involved, so this could also be child support. This also could be alimony, anything of that nature, and you could be directly dealing with an air sign if you're an earth sign or a fire sign, okay? What it's showing me here is that there is major transitionings going on. As Virgo, your partner could have met the lover of their soul, and this could be a air or earth element that your partner who you are separating from and or divorcing from has met, and this was something that was divinely coordinated because we have the Apollo bringer of light. This is the spiritual guides, enlightenment, and it's due to the fact that there was an established pattern created in this relationship that needed to be broken, and your partner and or yourself were brought a direct counterpart, and now it's showing that there has been some unfortunate events that have been unfolding, but this has been unfolding for a while now. This isn't something that just came to the surface, and the reason for this is because there is not enough, you receive the unrequited love card, and you have the unrequited love card here in the romance angels from the bottom of the deck, but there's a lot of worry and anxiety surrounding this situation, because it's showing here that you could be fighting up against this divorce, like not wanting it to happen, but there's not enough. It's lack of love of self is what it is, but what it's showing here is that this was a long-standing marriage, and this is indicating the past life relationship here, okay? And you may be going to your friends for advice or help in this whole situation, but what it's showing here is that you really need to keep an open mind about the lover of your soul, because it's indicating here that it's your false-based beliefs that need to be broken down, because it's showing that this marriage that's ending here, this is definitely a family situation, okay? There's like a specific storyline here. There's definitely a family situation going on here. And, there could be two children involved and or a child involved. One could be an air element, one could be an earth element. But it's showing here that there is not, it's coming through as if you guys have been together for a long time, okay? And now there's a transitioning because spirit guides, there's been enlightenment to a lover of the soul, and someone has met that person, and now they want their independence away from you. They have been communicating with this person, the lover of their soul. They have been communicating with this person, and it's almost as if your energies are scattered all over the freaking place, because this person wants to leave you, divorce you, and it's showing that they could have already filed papers with a judge, for a divorce, if you do not know this yet. And if you do know, that could also be why your energies are very scattered. But this person is looking for financial stability. They're looking, for their own place, a rented property. And this could be a fire element specifically. But what it's showing here is that there's a storm coming if you don't know about it. and there's a storm coming, and there's worry and anxiety surrounding it. But this is a complete transitioning that's happening because this marriage was not built on a solid foundation. This was actually a karmic marriage, and there's been a lot of negativity within this marriage. There has not been enough exchanges of love. This is showing me that this marriage could have been more of a controlling situation. And what happened here is that this transitioning is taking place because there needs to be a breakdown in established patterns in relationships. And Virgo, you could be forcing up against ending this relationship, this long-standing marriage because of children, but there's not enough love in order to keep this relationship and or marriage together. And it's definitely showing here that Virgo, your partner and or you definitely met a lover of the soul, and this was divinely coordinated, but there's worry and anxiety surrounding this. So Virgo, what it's showing me here is that your partner wants to leave you, and you could have children with this person, and you're fighting up against it, but there is not, this was a karmic marriage. So this was not a marriage and or long-standing relationship that has children that came together because of passion. It came together because of false-based beliefs that you guys could have been getting old, you needed to have children, and that's where the healing family issues comes in. And now there's a need to learn the safety and love, and that is by loving yourself first. And it's almost as if you're falling to lower levels of feeling as if you are not lovable, this person doesn't love you. And it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that you guys got together in this relationship and or marriage based off of, a belief that is no longer serving, which is, you got married because you were getting old and it was a judgment zone area is what I'm being shown. It was almost as if, during that time period, it was like if you were single and not married with kids by a certain age, there was something wrong with you, and you both were, in a sense, feeling that way. And that's where this marriage came together, but it wasn't based off of pure unconditional love of self. So what the messages are that are coming through is that, you may need to go to your friends for help in order to, help you through this situation. And it's indicating here that you really need to keep an open mind about your soulmate, if you have not met this person yet, because the person that you are married to is in fact just a past life karmic relationship, and this marriage was in order to learn lessons, and the divine intervened and sent in a lover of the soul, either to yourself, but I'm picking up it's to your partner, and now your partner is wanting to exit this marriage in order to move forward with the lover of their soul. And what you need to learn, the lesson to be learned here, is that you need to love yourself first and understand that you deserve love. And you need to keep an open mind about the lover of your soul that could be entering into your life as you go through this transitioning period. But you need to break down your established mind pattern and your beliefs in relationships. And the disbelief here is that, how could this person not love me? I've been with them for 10, 15, 20 years. And it, in fact, is the divine intervening in order to learn the deeper lesson of, you don't earn love or feel as if someone's taking love away from you. You need to get back to self and love yourself first. Point blank, period. Okie doke. Now let's go into Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn? Okay, Capricorn, you received separation. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Codependency, engagement, the travel card, calling in your soulmate, and the spiritual journey. Okay, Capricorn, there's something going on here. Definitely there's some family issues that need to be resolved here, but what I'm picking up, Capricorn, is this comes from childhood. You could have, you're here, and you could be directly dealing with a Gemini specifically, and this Gemini specifically could also have fire in their chart to rule it out, or you could be dealing with a fire element, and there's also water here. This is also, you also receive the Seven of Hearts, indicating that there's healing that needs to take place. Okay? And you got healing family issues at the bottom of the deck. Now, what it's showing me here is that there has been a separation, and this separation could be with a Gemini specifically and or fire element. Okay, Capricorn? And this person has gained the ambition in order to achieve success for themselves. And it's showing that they freed themselves from you, and there was a complete ending. But now you are wanting to ascend this relationship to a higher level of commitment and come back into a union with this person. Because now you feel like, yeah, this is the one. But this is nothing more than a karmic relationship. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Capricorn, understand. Because this person, if it is a Gemini specifically and or a fire element, they freed themselves from you and had a complete ending in order to have a new beginning in their life. And this was a karmic relationship, okay? And what it's showing here is that you could be stuck in a daily routine. But this person has gained ambition in order to achieve success, and by freeing themselves from you, they also freed themselves financially. Because you, Capricorn, could have been codependent on this person, and they separated themselves from you, and now you feel that this person could be the one, and you want to come into union with this person and ascend this to a higher level of commitment. But what I'm picking up here intuitively is that this person has a long distance relationship with someone else, and it could be a water element, and they called this person into their life because they're on a spiritual journey with this person, right? But you are separated from this person, and you now feel that they're the one, but it's nothing more than codependent behavior. Because now you want to ascend this to a higher level of commitment because they met someone else and they freed themselves from you. And this air element and or fire element could be involved with a water element. And there could have been communication here with their partner. And Capricorn, you could have been involved with trying to completely end their relationship because of jealousy. But what it's showing here is that there is going to be a union between this Gemini or fire element and water element, and there's going to be some healing that has to take place within you, because this was a relationship here. You could be also falling to lower levels of drinking, lower vibrational, just, drinking a lot, burying your head in work. But the only reason you want to bring this relationship back is because you separated from this person, and now this person that you separated yourself from, whether it's this air, Gemini or fire element, they have gained ambition and they're achieving high levels of success. And they financially freed themselves from you, because what I'm picking up, Capricorn, is that you were codependent on this air or fire element financially, and they cut you out of their life. They completely ended it with you. And it was nothing more than a karmic lesson, because now what's happening here is they're coming into union with the lover of their soul, because they called this person in, and this person could have been the person who came in to free them from you, because they're on a spiritual journey. And your lesson here is that this was a karmic relationship that has ended, and this is indicating here that you have some family issues that you need to heal from your childhood, because you don't understand the safety in love because you do not love yourself first. And you need to forgive and learn and release and heal from your past, because the only reason that you want to come back into, and the reconciliation card is upside down in that deck. And this is indicating with Earth, each single sign, there's something going on with a reconciliation not happening. And Taurus, yours was showing that you're trying to block a reconciliation. Virgo, you want to reconcile and your partner does not want to reconcile. And now Capricorn, you're not wanting your ex, who freed themselves from you, to reconcile with the person that came into their life, because you in fact had a codependent karmic relationship with that person, and you're now feeling as if they were the one and you want to reconcile and go to a higher level of commitment. But what it's showing here is that it was nothing more than a karmic relationship, Capricorn, and that there's some childhood issues in understanding relationships that needs to be healed from, because you want to work it out and this person does not, because they're coming into union. And you could have childhood issues stemming from your mother, specifically your mother, okay? But this person who you have separated from, or they separated from you, is what I'm picking up. There's just been a complete separation. They freed themselves and they are now on a spiritual journey here. And your relationship was nothing more than a karmic relationship in order to learn lessons that could be stemming from childhood in direct relation to your mother. You were very codependent on this person. You almost treated this person as if they were like your mother, like they were responsible for you, like they had to cook for you and they had to pay for everything. And it was almost as if you were like a 12-year-old. That's what it's showing me here. And now you want to work it out with this person because it completely ended, because you don't want them to reconcile with the lover of their soul, but they're headed down a path on a spiritual journey with their soulmate, and you're trying to block it from happening, when in fact, Capricorn, the biggest issue here is that you need to heal yourself from family issues. And I'm picking up heavily with Capricorns, it's coming from childhood. But you're trying to block this reconciliation from happening because you're being codependent on this person. But this person is coming into union. This person came into union or had a start of a romance of the soul. There was a physical union with this person who completely ended it with you, with the lover of their soul. And you're trying to block the progression, but they are already freed themselves from you and you want to work it out. But in fact, this person has already freed themselves and there's no turning back here, a complete ending in order to have a new beginning, but there is no reconciliation here. That's why it's in the upside down position. There is no reconciliation here with this person, but you're, excuse me, also trying to block reconciliation with your ex, this person who separated themselves from you. Because this was a, excuse me, this was a very codependent relationship, Capricorn. If you're dealing with Gemini or fire element specifically, this was a very, very, very codependent relationship. And it shows here that this person has freed themselves from you financially, because I'm picking up, Capricorn, you were using this person for money. You could have been using this person for money. And maybe it wasn't your malicious intent to use this person for money, but they were like, you were draining them financially and they freed themselves from you and completed a karmic cycle. And now because of that, they've gained ambition. They've been working, on themselves, and they're becoming very successful. And what it's showing here is that there is no coming back to this, because this person that you were dealing with has freed themselves from you, because this was a codependent karmic relationship. And now they're coming into physical union with the person who they are on this spiritual journey with. This person could also live at a distance from them, because I do have them traveling. There's a journey here. And there's healing that needs to take place, because your issues, Capricorn, are stemming from childhood. Okay? Again, this is, the children card. This is the wish card, though, right? But your wishes and desires to develop this relationship with this person, right, is because of jealousy and possessiveness. And you want to block them from ascending to a higher level of commitment. But there's jealousy and possessiveness, which is why you want to ascend this to a higher level of commitment here, okay? Because you're wishing to develop this relationship, but it's based off of jealousy and possessiveness, because this person is moving forward. And that's why you want to ascend this to a higher level of commitment, because now, since they have freed themselves from you, through their ambition, they have had steady improvements, and their efforts are being rewarded in a major financial way here. And this person cut you out of their life. And it was a separation that caused pain and loneliness and depression on both ends, though. And there's a third party here involved that they want to lay foundations with and have future success. But your jealousy and your possessiveness, and the fact that this person has moved on to a higher level in their life with finances, career, everything, the only reason that you are now trying to come in, Capricorn, and work it out with this person isn't due to the fact that this is a lover of the soul or a direct counterpart. It's due to the fact that you've been codependent on this person in the past, and they could have ended it with you. But this person was going through a spiritual awakening and a transitioning, because now they have met the lover of their soul, and they're headed down a spiritual journey. They're on a spiritual path here with this person. And because this person came into their life, it was like an awakening. This could be a twin flame issue here. You could have been a karmic catalyst in a twin flame relationship. And since this person has met, and it could be with a water element that this person is moving and going on this journey with, you're now trying to block it by wanting to work it out, only because they have now ascended and are becoming very successful, and you are wanting to go back into that karmic cycle because you were dependent on them in the past. But they're on a spiritual journey, and there's no turning back. They're not coming back. You're still looking into the past, and they are looking way to the future. And they're manifesting these new beginnings for themselves. And the reason why you're still stuck in the residual karmic energies, Capricorn, is because you need to heal from childhood issues. I'm picking up heavily, and it could be dealing with a mother. Okay? So that was for Capricorn for the month of July. So that was Earth Elements. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, comment, email me. If you need me for a personal reading and or guidance, anything, it's lovefromabove717@gmail.com. Thank you and love you guys. Bye.